I am not ashamed to admit that I have been a Volvo virgin. There is a mom at school who absolutely loves hers. And so she's asked me multiple times to review a new one. So I am in the 2023 Volvo XC90 Recharge. So this is a PHEV. It is a partial hybrid, so you can both run gas and you can plug it in and charge the battery and alternate between the two. My first impression is that I really like it. So without further ado, let's dive in.
In the driver's seat of the Volvo XC90 Recharge, I have everything at my fingertips. You have a 12-inch screen, dual climate control. You also have heated and ventilated seats, a heated steering wheel, and it's set up kind of like my iPhone, so you have little apps to help you navigate. You also have a really cute storage container there. Here, your cup holders, your very fancy crystal gear shifting knob, more storage here with a USB and a USB-C, a head-up display, 3 memory positions for the driver's seat and the passenger seat, a bump-in Harman Kardon sound system, and my absolute favorite thing, swipe your finger to get this power shade to open to reveal your entire pano moonroof. And if you want to go a step further and open the actual glass, just swipe one more time and open up your pano roof. These are premium grade Napa leather seats. You have really pretty wood grain trim throughout the vehicle, more leather here, and just a lot of really pretty stitching and detail in the front of this vehicle. Also in the front, you have this power cushion assisted ventilated driver front seat. So you can move this any way, and then so your legs don't get fatigued on long trips, you can have this out to give especially people with longer legs a little more support under the knees. In the XC90 Recharge, you can get an optional bench, but I prefer bucket seats. Back here you have vents on the console and on the sides here, which is so great. You have your reading lights and 2 cup holders, shades for the backseat passengers, more wood grain, more leather, Napa leather seats back here too. You can also slightly recline. Your seat will come back and your back will tip. So you can get in a more relaxed position in the XC90, and there's a walkway to get into the 3rd row. This is a 6-passenger vehicle. Let me show you how we get into the 3rd row. There's 2 ways to get into the 3rd row. There is a lever up here, so you can tilt and slide if you're in the back or if you're on the side. And you can also just collapse the seat traditionally if you want to have things folded totally flat. You can see in the 3rd row, each person has a cup holder, and we have 2 dedicated seats with seat belts. Also a little storage cup here and some cargo hooks. Let's go look at the cargo room. In the back of the XC90, you have a charger because it is a hybrid. You also have the ability to lay these seats totally flat with the touch of one button. Tons of storage, tons of room, another little container here, your 12 volt, and you have is the spare under here? Like Captain Obvious?
Maybe the spare is extra.
I guess I don't want to get into all that.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, there's no spare under there either. Did you get that?
Yeah.
There's no spare under there either. You also have this other storage compartment. Under here is your jack and all the things you would need to change a spare tire. I'm just going to cut that out because what if there's not a spare? You don't have everything you need. This vehicle is equipped with a proximity sensor. So if I have the key fob on me and I approach the vehicle, I don't have the key fob. It says scan to see video. We don't have time to scan. It says to scan. Kicking motion, then step back. Proximity sensor, as long as you have the key on you, you just come up to the car if your hands are full, you kick, and you step back. You kick, and you step back. You also have these really large LED lights, headlights. You have your front camera, super trendy rims, and this is where you would charge the vehicle. But since it's a hybrid, it also is gas powered. Let's start up the Volvo XC90. Right now, we are driving in hybrid mode, which is why it's so quiet. I'm going to close this pano moonroof because it's hot, so hot. It's like Satan's front porch right now in South Carolina. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to turn on my cooled seats for me and my videographer extraordinaire. And let's pump this air all the way up. Oh my gosh. And one fun little feature. Hey Google, what's the weather?
Right now in Myrtle Beach, it's 92 degrees and sunny. Today, there will be scattered thunderstorms with a forecasted high of 93 and a low of 77. Due to the current humidity, it feels like it's 108.
Yes, girl, it does. Yes, it does. It feels like it's 108 degrees. I'm feeling every degree right there. Hey Google, how long does it take to get to Raleigh?
With light traffic, it will take you 3 hours and 1 minute to get to Raleigh by car.
And I'm gonna miss pickup from camp. I really like driving this car. I feel like I'm driving a car, not an SUV, because the way it handles is so smooth and tight. I just really feel like I have control of the vehicle, but I like the fact that it's an SUV, but it's not enormous. I also like that it's 6-passenger because we all know sometimes the middle seat on the second or the third row is kind of a BS seat. Like you can't fit that many people on that little like 8-inch width, and you really can't fit a car seat most of the time. Really smart design, and it really works well for families. I have to give this back, so I'm turning off the XC90. Such a fun car. If you do get the XC90 with a bench seat, you can get a built-in booster. And if you don't need it anymore, it just goes back to a regular seat. All these seats have headrest. You have 2 sets of lower latches, and you have 3 top tethers.